What's up, my little tatas? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Jennifer Lopez, all I gotta say is stop with the cap. Yo, what is going on between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck? And why does it seem like the more trouble there is, the more fake stories get planted? But I think they're being planted by Jen and Ben's people. Y'all, what am I talking about? If you guys don't know, there was a curious case of Ben looking like he was caught drinking at one of Jennifer's premieres. Jennifer gives him a look of death. She checks his glass to see if it's alcohol. Then he starts pleading, Jen, wait. Then they show up at the Grammys or Emmys or whatever, right? Try to have a united front. Ben ends up, everybody keeps looking. Why does it look like right now Ben has an alcohol flush? There is a video where Ben whispers something in her ear and she's like, you promised you wouldn't get drunk. That's what it looks like she's saying to me. And he was like, maybe I will, right? And it got memed and everybody's like, oh my God, Ben's so miserable, Ben's so miserable. However, when that came out, all of a sudden there was this beautiful story of, aha, oh my goodness, look at this. Ben and Jennifer Lopez are finally gonna combine houses. Didn't you know? Jennifer's putting up her mansion, which I think it was Sheila Easton's. No, Sheila. It was somebody's. Gloria Stefan's old mansion. Whoever it was a beautiful mansion. Like when I tell you the seating areas, everything was just mwah, chef's kiss, right? Why would you give that up? There's a whole story behind that. Go watch my playlist. However, she abruptly said, we're giving up this mansion, which they were supposed to move into, renovate, and make their own on Jen's dime, might I add. Ben, to all of a sudden, forget about it. We're putting the house up on sale. I'm going to make a huge profit, and we're finding another property. Now, when I said a huge profit, I was like, how is that? Because you don't have a buyer. You just put it up today. And where's this other house that you're moving into? Well, it seems like the house was put in escrow. Much like when they first got married, there was a Russian billionaire's house they had put in escrow. The sale never went through. Here's where I'm talking about the lies. Do you know that Ben and J-Lo are literally shopping for more houses? They're going house hunting almost not every single day, but quite often. There's pictures all over of them house hunting. Riddle me this. You're selling your house because you found your perfect dream house and it's an escrow, but you guys are still house hunting for another house. It's almost as if you guys aren't taking that house in escrow, that was a fake story planted because you guys were desperate to shift the narrative off of Ben's Grammy face. Don't worry about Ben's Grammy's face. We're moving in together. Look, we found our forever home. But you're never actually planning on buying that home. Why is that so odd? Because more and more cracks are starting to show. Jennifer first wanted to believe that they were a blended family. I think they were living together in a rented mansion. That's what they said. Even though there's completely nothing wrong with her house, but she hates that house. It gives her bad vibes. You know, Jennifer is very superstitious. She doesn't even want to work with Virgos. I think because Mark Anthony used to be a Virgo and she just doesn't get along with them, right? So let me just finish this, okay? You guys are supposed to be living together. Ben is up to his old tricks. Everybody's saying it looks like it relapsed. It looks like he is drinking again, judging by the pictures and whatnot. Ben's mom is now around more and more because if you guys don't know, Ben is not allowed to be around his kids unless he is 100% sober. Jennifer Garner and Ben are now spending more time together. If you don't know, Jennifer is always the one that comes and saves Ben from himself, something J-Lo has never been able to do. Not because she's not capable, but Ben's a complicated person. Who knows? Jennifer Garner, unfortunately, has figured out the cheat code, okay? All right, so we have that going. Now, the other thing that you want to consider is the fact that the kids have not blended a family yet. She has literally gone on record time and time again saying, listen, it's hard, teenager feelings. Let me tell you what's really going on, at least in my opinion. Those girls, Jennifer's twins were super, super tight with Alex, A-Rod's girls. When they broke up, she ripped them up again, ghosted A-Rod, ghosted the girls. These girls that her twins felt were like sisters, they were no longer also in contact with them. Jennifer tried to say that they communicate through social media and an odd birthday message. That's not even happening either. To me, if I was Ben or if I have anyone, it would scare me to be involved with someone that when things go bad, and there's children involved, when things go bad, I can understand you never want to talk to me again. But these are children that you were saying, look at me like an ally, somebody, I'll always love you. We're a blended family. We're basically like, I'm also like not a mother, but I'm mother adjacent. I care about you. I love you. I understand that A-Rod really, really did a number on Jen. I understand that. But the same way that you felt smacked out of the blue and completely abandoned and lied to by A-Rod, you turned around and did the same thing to his daughters. You know what I'm saying? That feeling of somebody that promised to love you, that's been a part of your life in quarantine, spending all this time together, suddenly gone, basically ghosting you. On top of that, you take your kids who've always lived in the Miami area and you move them all the way in Los Angeles just so you can play house with Ben Affleck because it's love, even though Ben will not even move his children down the street. That's why they wanted to move into J-Lo's old mansion and do renovations, because it's 20 minutes away from his kids that he shares with Jennifer Garner. So Jennifer Garner's around, the mom's around. Ben is back to smoking, always looks flesh. You guys saw, I don't know if you guys saw, there was a video where everybody was just like, wow, Ben Affleck has crazy parallel parking skills, to which I was like, because he got out of being jammed in between two cars, but nobody looked at that entire video. He pulled up, jammed himself in between two cars, looked miserable, got coffee, smoked cigarettes. You know Jennifer hates him smoking cigarettes, wants him to quit. She thinks it's a gateway to his other addictions. I don't know, she might be right. You smoked a cigarette and then you got back into the car and reverse bumping both cars to get out of the parking spot that you put yourself in. Ben looks like he is miserable at all times. He looks like he's not happy. And we all know when Ben's not happy, he likes to blame other people. He blamed Jennifer Garner. He blamed Jennifer Lopez back in 2004. I do think unless he fixes that part of himself, he's going to blame Jennifer Lopez now. Okay, but let's get back to the house and all the cracks that are showing. Jennifer first said that all the kids had moved in together and they were living together under one roof. That's impossible because the kids live full-time with their mother. They only go and visit their dad. That's always been the rules. Now that Ben has been looking a little flushed face, like he has a buzz, it looks like they've been spending less and less time together. For the kid's birthday, there was no family celebration. There was no everything. She inserted Ben into the kid's birthday tribute because she wants everyone to know that Ben is an important part in her twin's life. How is that possible when they've only known this person for a year and a half? You know them since 2002. You know Ben from 20 years, but even then, Jennifer doesn't even know Ben because the Ben she knows is 20 years old, 20 years ago. You think you know Ben, but those kids have only known this man for at most, what, a year and a half? And you're inserting him into, let's also not forget that on Father's Day, she literally congratulated her kids. I mean, congratulated Ben for being the best father to her twins. These people do not even know Ben. It's like she was trying to push. He loves me. He loves my kids. He loves all that. Now, some people have speculated that toward the end of A-Rod's relationship with Jennifer, while that horrible scandal about him DMing some reality TV star came out, that's when Ben got in touch with her and they were kind of like having an emotional, little emotional aside. And when she finally left him, she literally immediately started dating Ben Affleck. That lets me know that her and Ben have been talking for a minute for her to feel secure enough to leave A-Rod. Okay, fine. The kids have not blended family. There was no joint celebration. There were rumors that Jennifer Garner and Mark Anthony were going to enjoy holidays with Jennifer Lopez. That never happened. Again, all these fake stories to cover up the fact that it seems like Ben and Jen moved too fast. It seems like Jennifer moved too fast because, Ben was like, I don't know if I want to do this. Ben is always good to have some cold feet on a wedding day. It seems like they moved too fast. It seemed like they dragged the kids along. Ben's not having it because he protects his kids, but Jennifer Lopez, this is what relationship and the second serious relationship you've had in under 3 years. And when I say serious, this is the man I love. These are your new step siblings. I'm sure Jennifer's kids are like, we don't want to hear it. All this stuff to cover up the fact that it moved too fast. Jennifer saw a chance to get the love that she wanted, the love that was promised, and she took it. And she sacrificed everything for a fantasy. And it seems like now, when you sacrifice everything about the fantasy, see, that's the thing, fantasy is not real. The person you even think you knew were Ben is no longer real. He had to have changed in many ways, maybe some good, maybe some bad, over 20 years. But at the end of the day, it looks like Jennifer Lopez and her PR people are working overtime to let us know everything's great, they're so in love. When at the end of the day, what do we know for sure? They got married. The kids aren't really messing with each other. They don't get along, right? Jennifer seems to have been acting out for losing A-Rod. And last thing, what? Yeah, they still haven't found a house. They're forever home. Ben still seems like he struggles with his problems. He is not giving up smoking. He has to go out the house to smoke, and he looks miserable all the time. You guys, but you know what? Ben looked miserable on his honeymoon. At the end of the day, I will always stand by this. Ben is a user. He uses Jennifer Lopez for her glam. He uses her for her business acumen. He uses her for her business sense. He uses her for a lot of things, but at the end of the day, there is something in Jennifer Lopez that Ben does not feel like he needs to value and cherish. And I'm not even saying he valued and cherished Jennifer Garner, because he cheated on her all up and down, and then at the end of the day, blamed her for making him a better version of herself. I will just say with Jennifer, I wish her luck, but this is looking more and more and more like this is a case of you got what you asked for, but not what you wanted. You guys, let me know in the comments what you think, and I will talk to you later. Bye.